Alright, so let's go on to the next example. It says Carlos Minton purchases a new laptop computer from Knox Computer Solutions for $1,499. If the sales tax is 4.25% of the purchase price, and Carlos finances the total cost, including sales tax, for 3 years at an annual interest rate of 8.4%, find the monthly payment. So this one's a little bit different. We do know that we're going to be using that payment formula, so let's write it down. Payment equals A times R over N, all over 1 minus 1 plus R over N to the negative NT, as we saw on the previous page. That's going to be our payment formula. Again here, the important thing is to know that A is the loan amount, not the cost of the item. So if we want to find out what A is, we have to do some work. So what we have to do is we have to look at what's the total loan amount. The loan amount for this is going to be the cost plus tax. So how are we going to determine that? Well, the cost of the item was $1,499, and the tax rate is 4.25%, so we're going to do 0.0425, the tax rate, times the purchase price, or the cost, which was $14.99. So if I want to find my total loan amount, which is A, looks like I'm going to have $1,562.71 is what I'm getting. So that's my A amount, the amount that I'm actually going to loan. Okay. Now I need to look at the rest of the information. I have here T is 3 for 3 years. I have an interest rate of 0.084 or 8.4%. And I know that this is monthly, so it is compounded monthly, and is 12. Let's go ahead and plug in these numbers then. A, which was $1,562.71, the amount that I loaned, not the price of it. R, again, was 0.084 divided by N, which is 12, all over 1 minus 1 plus R, which was 0.084 divided by 12, all raised to the negative N, which was 12, times T, which was 3. Put that into your calculator to find out what your payment is. Do that now. I'm getting a payment of approximately $49.26. Again, they're going to pay that amount every single month for 3 years. Let's just, again, step back. Let's see how much the total is that they actually paid for that. So the total paid is going to be the payment times the amount of times they made it per year for the number of years. I just want to see if this is realistic to check is my answer even reasonable. Okay, so if I do $49.26, I make that 12 times a year and I do that for 4 years, how much do I end up with? I'm getting a total of $2,364.48 is how much I really paid for that item, which does seem about right because that computer was about $1,500 plus I had to pay the interest on top of that. So it does seem like a realistic answer. I can go ahead and move on to the next. So the next one is the book's version of how do you actually calculate a car payment. We're going to break this down. The idea here is, again, we need to find out what is that loan amount. So with car payments, it can get way more sophisticated because you can have tons of different fees when you have car payments. For instance, you can have sales tax. You can have licensing fees. There's other fees that you can make as well. And then on top of that, you generally have to make a down payment. All of these change A, your loan amount. So I broke this problem out into 4 parts to take it one step at a time to determine what would your monthly payment be. So let's look at this. It says a web page designer purchases a car for $18,395. So that's the cost of the car. That is not the loan amount. It says if sales tax is 6.5% of the purchase price, find the amount of the sales tax. So to find the amount of sales tax, to find the amount that we pay in tax, you're going to do the rate times the cost, whatever the purchase price is of it. So our rate on this one was 6.5%, so I'm going to do 0.065 times the cost of the car, which was $18,395. When I do that, I'm getting, rounding to the nearest cent, $1,195.68. Hopefully you got the same. Okay. So that's how much that I paid just in sales taxes. On top of that, you're going to have to license your car. Licensing your car oftentimes can be either a flat fee or a percentage. This one is a percentage. So again, it's the percentage of the purchase price. So again, to find the fee, we're going to do the rate times the purchase price, or I call it the cost of the car. So this is 0.012 times that $18,395. Go ahead and put that into your calculator. I'm getting the licensing fees alone are $220.74 when I round to the nearest cent. Okay, so what's really happening here? This person's buying that $18,395 car, but in addition they have to pay that $1195.68 for taxes and an additional $220.74. So when they go to purchase that car, they have to pay for all three of those things right there at that point in time. So usually what they do when you get a loan is they want you to make a down payment. The down payment's going to go off of this total amount. So it says find the amount that they need to loan. So to determine the amount that they need to loan, which is A, you're going to do the cost plus the taxes plus any fees, but then you're going to subtract off any of the down payment. So in this case, the cost of the car was $18,395. The taxes we determined was $1,195.68. The licensing fee we determined was $220.74, and it's telling you that the total is down payment is $2,500. This is going to give me my loan amount. Add in the cost of the car, the taxes, the license fee, subtract off the down payment. Put that into your calculator now, and let's see what the loan amount is. I'm getting a loan amount of $17,311.42. That's the amount that this person actually loans. So again, they've already put $2,500 down, and they still have to loan nearly the price of the car, $17,311.42. Now that we know the loan amount, we're able to actually calculate how much they have to pay. So here we're going to do the formula for the payment. PMT equals A times R over N, all over 1 minus 1 plus R over N to the negative NT. Again, please write that on your note card, or it should be provided for you during the test. We need to look at this. My interest rate is 0.075. My time period is 4. It's monthly car payment, so that tells me my N is 12. And we know that that A value right here is the $17,311.42. So let's go ahead and put it all together, plug in the numbers. I have PMT equals the $17,311.42 times R, which is 0.075, divided by N, which is 12, all over 1 minus, in parentheses, 1 plus 0.075 divided by 12, raised to the negative 12 times the length, which was 4 years. Plug all that into your calculator. It will take a moment. Please be very, very careful. Round to the nearest cent. When I do this, it looks like I'm getting $418.57. Again, I cannot tell you how important it is for you to plug this into your own calculator. The number one mistake is not actually the numbers, it's plugging it into the calculator and getting the right answer. Okay, so that ends this problem, but I want you to step back. Is that realistic? Does this look remotely right? Well, let's take a look here. Let's find out the total that they actually paid. Here's what's going to start blowing your mind. If you think of the total paid, there's a couple ways of looking at it, but let's look at the total paid just in payments. So again, we're going to do the payments times N, the number of times a year, times T, the number of years. So they paid $418.57, 12 times a year for 4 years, and let's see what that is. I'm getting a total, just from the payments, of being $20,091.36. You got to remember this person also put the down payment on top of that. So we have to add that $2,500 down payment. So how much did this person actually pay for this car? you ended up paying $22,591.36 for that car. It's pretty crazy to think what that is, okay? Now, I'm not saying all of that was interest, because some of that was taxes, some of that was licensing fees, so that's not all interest, but that is the total amount that you paid for that car. Remember, that car originally, when you purchased it, was approximately an $18,000 car. So you pay significantly more after you've paid taxes, licensing fees, and interest. It only gets even higher when we move on to home loans in the next section.